Hi guys, Stuart, Alan and the rest of the team here for Outdoor Basics, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Fiskars X7. First thing I'm going to talk about is the setup on my belt. Initially, I think I said this in the previous video, the reason I didn't get one of these axes was I hated this kind of mask sheath setup of it, and I couldn't really be bothered getting one made up. But I decided that I really wanted to give the axe a try, so I just got one. And after that, this has kind of turned out to be one of my favourite features of the axe, believe it or not, because I just says I'll get a Kydex one made up that can clip onto my belt, and I may still do that at some point. But get out there for somebody just looking to get one of these axes and get started with it, there is absolutely no need. If you look at it, I've just put a kind of prusik hitch there and through a loop that comes on it, and then double looped it round my belt. So I'll adjust myself. When I'm wearing it, it just sits at the side of my leg, and it's so light I don't even notice that it's there. It doesn't feel any different to my belt knife on the other side of the belt. So yeah, that is a really simple wee feature, a really simple wee thing that you can do to just make this usable. And look, we're just holding it with my finger, taking the plastic clip, I can one hand it out and one hand it back. Absolutely no problem. I'll do it twice so you know it doesn't have look. Take it out and put it back. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And the plastic itself of the sheath feels reasonable enough. I'm not going to be doing anything mental to it. And this retention clip, it's got a good positive lock. So yeah, good bit of kit. I like that. Okay, so now, as you can see, I've been battering this hatchet over the last kind of fortnight that I've had it. So this is just an initial thoughts review, but I'm going to go out there and recommend it. There is bloody hundreds of reviews of these axes online. I'm just giving my take on it. I'm not kind of redoing all of that. So I'm going to show you a simple way of using a hatchet, and I'm going to give you my opinion of it. So it's a high carbon steel. It's got a kind of hammer pommel at the end, which has actually been really useful. It's a kind of wedge shape axe. Came with a ridiculously good edge. So impressed by the edge, actually blown me away. And for the abuse that I've been giving it, I've only taken a couple of turns over of a ceramic rod with it, and it's just took it straight back up. It's got a kind of hollow polymer handle, rubberized, with this kind of hook at the end, which means I can get a real positive action, grip action at the back of the axe. I don't feel that I'm going to lose it. I don't feel like I'm going to lose the hatchet out my hand. Really like that, and it also makes splitting wood with the method I'm going to show you much easier. I put a bit of a paracord wrap on it, so that if I do make any missteps with it, I won't damage the shaft of the axe too badly. Also though, when I choke up, and you can choke up really well on this, for kind of finer work if you really had to, which is important, it just gives it that wee bit more of a grip. And why would you not love having paracord on everything you own? If you don't, you're a weirdo. So yeah, this might be a bit thick, but it should be fine. So what you're going to want to do to use this method of splitting wood, so you're not swinging axes all over the area and kind of making life hazardous for yourself and other people, is you're going to want to cut the piece of wood longer than your axe or your hatchet, yeah, so that you can get a good hold of it at the rear. So yeah, I'm going to take the axe and I'm going to look at the kind of grain of the wood there. And the reason that I've got it bigger, because if it's shorter, you'd see there, I'd be kind of banging my hand off of the ground or into the wood. It'd be smashing my hand up there, and that's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take it, this actually might be a bit too big, but I don't want to go and cut too many bits up. All I'm going to do is, with this like that, I'm not going to jack my hand up. So I'm just going to go here and give it a wee love tap to get it in place. Yeah, and then for there, let gravity gravity do it for us. And as you can see, I don't want to just be doing it onto the ground, because I don't want to smash my axe into the ground. I want to let my axe bed into the wood that I'm using, and with that awesome wedge shape, it just splits that really easy. So I'll show you that again on this. So bed it a bit there so that your knuckles are protected, and then my legs, everything's out the way. Give it a wee love tap to make sure it's in the place that I want it to be. And you'll see that I'm banging towards this piece of wood. Get my knee out of the way. Let's just take that clean off, that's awesome. And again, I'll do it on this bit so you can see it. Give it that wee love tap. Just make sure it's bed in. Bloody heck, having a nightmare. A wee love tap to make sure it's bedded in, and then split it down. And again, you want to make sure you're getting into the wood underneath. You don't want to be hitting it off the ground. Then you just start breaking it down, and you just continue that process until you get it as small as you want. But like I say, it's just a basic demonstration of a nice simple way of doing it, to just kind of show that this is a great wee axe. I mean, that was a decent sized bit of wood. It's super light, but see, although it's got the kind of hollow handle, I don't feel like it's weak or soft or anything like that. I feel it's really robust, to be honest. Just the feel of the whole thing feels really solid. I'm really impressed by it. So yeah, Fiskars X7, I've loved using it over the last few weeks. Edge retention's outstanding, use is outstanding. Believe it or not, the thing that put me off getting one for years is one of my favourite features, and there's just a simple way of processing wood down using your axe. Actually outside doing it, doing what I'm trying to show you. So yeah, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe and all that good sounding stuff. As always, I've been Stuart, he's been Alan, you've been awesome, and they're awesome too. See you in the next one.